They're down to 28 cards. There's no way they're not sitting on multiple flares. Yeah. Oh man, we're down to 9. This helps so little. It just kills us here. Sploosh. This would have been nice a turn earlier. Right? One turn earlier, we could have shut down the flare, life gain, and then this match would have been much more relevant. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. You'll be flying with Chip Airlines today as we are playing Rakdos Chip, a really cool interaction between Roiling Vortex, wherever it is here. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, Roiling Vortex deals 1 damage to them. And of course, we're flexing with Scourge of the Skyclaves, a 2-drops, and its power is equal to the highest player's life total, minus 20, or 20 minus the highest player's life total, I should say. So, you know, you'll be dealing chip damage to your opponent and yourself through Roiling Vortex, and every single turn, Scourge of the Skyclaves is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. There's some other chip damage hidden within the deck as well within Relic Robber to make sure that your opponent's taking more chip damage than you. It's a 2/2 with haste, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player creates a 0/1 colorless Goblin Construct artifact creature token with this creature cannot block, and at the beginning of your upkeep, this creature deals 1 damage to you. So they can utilize it for a sacrifice effect, something like this. I've even seen people proliferate them and make them, you know, decent attackers, but the chip damage is going to be enough to take us home. We also have other ways of both gaining and losing life. We'll get into our losing life first, as that does support our Scourge of the Skyclaves. Agadeem's Awakening can be paid to enter the field as the Undercrypt untapped. That's absolutely amazing. You know, if you're at 20 and your opponent's already lost life because you're winning the aggro match and you still want to use your Skyclaves, throw the Undercrypt out untapped, pay 3 life, and now it'll probably be a 3/3, which is decent value for 2, even at that, if that's all the life you've lost. Of course, we have Awakening as well, which fits quite nicely within the deck. Return from your graveyard to the battlefield any number of target creature cards that each have different converted mana cost of X or less. You know, we don't really utilize this as efficiently as it could be. We don't have many 1-drops, if really any at all, actually, to utilize with the Awakening. We do have the Skyclave for a 2-drop and a few different 3-drops, which are really, really nice. The Relic Robber being one of those creatures that can come right back into play with haste, get another construct out for even more chip damage, which is great. So we have Shatterskull Smashing and the Hammer Pass. The Hammer Pass is the same as the Undercrypt, in which we can pay 3 life and have the land come in untapped. This time it adds a red to our pool, and the Smashing is great as we focus a lot of removal here. So we can deal X damage divided as you choose among up to 2 creatures and or planeswalkers. If X is 6 or more, so you have to cast a total for 8, it will deal twice X damage divided as you choose among them instead. So, you know, this could be the land if you need to help pay life to bring your total down, and it is also the removal to open up your attacking lanes, right? So we want to get in for that damage. We have Skyclave Shade. You know, this is a little bit off topic here. We should continue about our life gain and loss. Let me jump into the Scavenger. So we talked about all the different ways to lose life. You know, you do want to be in control of your life, though. You don't want to get backed into a corner against an aggro deck where, you know, you're taking damage and now they're doing too much damage to you and you'll lose, right? You're just doing their job for them. So we want to, if things reach a point, be able to mitigate the damage that we have received. Nighthawk Scavenger is a great card to do that. Its power is equal to 1 plus the number of card types among your opponent's graveyard, and its toughness is 3. It has Flying, Death Touch, and Lifelink. I think this can get to an 8/3, which is a little bit excessive for 3 mana, considering that it's got Flying, Death Touch, and Lifelink, right? So, you know, it's at least a 1/3. There's a good potential that it's going to be a 3/3, a 5/3, something like this. So, you know, a great backup option. Plus, it has evasion through flying. So, you know, you're doing all that chip damage at a certain point. Screw your Skyclaves. Let's get in the air through evasion. We don't have to worry about their blockers anymore and just deal massive damage to our opponent. We do have that wrapping up all of our different ways to both gain and lose life, we talked about having removal within the deck, right? So we're getting our attackers in, we're smashing home, and we're slaying their blockers so we can continue to get through. Bloodchief's Thirst for 1, destroying target creature or planeswalker with converted mana cost 2 or less. That's absolutely amazing. We can kick it for 3, so 4 total, and then we can destroy any creature or planeswalker regardless of their converted mana cost, which is really, really cool. Moving forward, we talked about the smashing. That's a form of removal. The Soul Shatter is another, and one of my favorites. Instant speed for 3. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker they control with the highest converted mana cost. So basically whatever their biggest threat is, you'll be able to deal with it via Soul Shatter. It's great because they sacrifice it. So if it has hexproof, they're able to kill it, and well, I guess you're able to kill it, right? So it's just a great way to kill Dream Trawlers. You know, you can pick off Ugins quite easily as well. We have Bonecrusher Giant. It's a 4/3, so this does have Stomp added as well, which is a form of removal. For 2 at instant speed as the adventure, 2 damage to any target, and then combat damage can't be prevented this turn. Like I said, the Giant is a 4/3, and when it becomes the target of a spell, it will deal 2 damage to that spell's controller, which is pretty neat. And I think that wraps up the deck. We do, of course, have our Scourge of the Skyclaves, which we talked about, getting stronger every turn. And then I don't think we talked about our Skyclave Shade. This is a 3/1, a kicker for 3. When you do kick it, it will enter the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it, so it'll be a 5/3. And it has landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if it's in your graveyard, you can cast it from your graveyard, which is great. So if your opponent counters it, it goes to your grave. If your opponent mills it, it goes to the grave. If your opponent removes it, it goes to the grave. And you should be playing a land most turns to bring it and potentially multiple copies of it back from the grave. So the Skyclave Shade is one of my favorite cards right now, you know, in many, many builds. There is some room to be done within the deck. I think with that being said, I threw this together relatively quickly. We can spice it out, obviously, with Spike Field Hazard, Hagra's Mauling, if we want, you know, a little bit more removal within the deck, as that is an archetype that we're trying to focus on. But I just wanted to keep it relatively simple for you guys today and not go too crazy with the deck list, making things overly complex. And again, if you do want to upgrade the list a little bit, we're spicing in the Mauling, we're spicing in the Spike Field for the Exile effect. And I was thinking about Kroxa in the deck, but at the end of the day, it's really hard to run a 60 card deck and fit everything that you want to in there. And it's not about making the best decks every day, even though I do try my best. It's about showcasing new strategies and new synergies that you might not have thought of before. And in this case, it is the Roiling Vortex chip damage combined with the Scourge of the Skyclaves for the big smash, and, you know, accented with the Relic Robber to make sure we win the race, right? So again, thanks for your time and attention. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to a friend. That's one of the greatest ways to help support me, in all honesty. And if you want to go above and beyond, don't forget to support financially on Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube, boys. And ladies, get after it. We had a recent birth within our community, so congratulations to the young one there. A little wizard on its way. So huge shout out to everybody for your time and attention, regardless of how you choose to support me. Just being here is enough. Thank you kindly. Enjoy today's gameplay footage of Rakdos Chip. I hope you enjoy. And again, I am Chip, your captain. We're going to take flight here in a few moments, and hopefully we can land everybody safely upon destination. So we'll talk to you in a few. I don't really care for the land. I mean, it would be a lot better if we had a black source. I'll tell you what, if one of these was a black source, I would love this hand. But it's not, and I don't. So that's a risky move coming from your pilot. We do expect turbulence within this flight. Oh, that's not a black source. Hopefully we can just like Bonecrush or something and then Relic Rob right away, and they can't deal with it, and then we can just kind of defend while that robber goes wild. Oh yeah, Demir control. What's going on here? Interesting. Now, I guess the question does... Oh. Sure wish I had a black source! Let me scooch this out of the way. My apologies. What's that thing in frame? It's my mic, boys. Let's just take control. Or attempt to, I should say. They can easily counter this. And I feel like they will. Why is the holdup, right? We could have Relic Robbed, and it wouldn't have been able to destroy it. Something to consider. I wanted to play it safe. There's only 4 cards in hand. I mean, if we can stack black sources and use our awakening like they kind of want to, maybe. But they've got another blocker. Pass our turn. Put a stop before their attack phase. So we can double stomp the Thought Thief, I hope. We could also just Soul Shatter. This could be a better use of our cards. But I'm thinking if they counter the Giant, then we can just Soul Shatter on our turn pretty easily. But that's okay. We lose our Giant. Hopefully there's no hard counter here. They're grabbing all of our Nighthawk Scavengers. So sad. Well, we knew there would be turbulence within our flight. I don't know, that's nice, but we don't have the source really to get going with it. If we can stack these up, that's gonna be really good. I think they'll just use some sorcery speed removal here, like Bloodchief's Thirst, probably. Playing more land is a good sign for us, right? The scries kind of suck, and they're scrying to the top too, which is frightening. If the Robber can survive, and the Thought Thief, no, yeah, there's the Thirst. They're tapped, so I'm just gonna take it right now. Things in the graveyard's not necessarily bad. And now we're kind of shifting into that mid-game, out of the aggro phase. Trying to... Oh, that's really gonna help them in the late game. Uh-oh. We can pull another black source, I won't complain. Be serious. Take 5 damage there. That's a little risky for them. We're gonna expedite the chip damage here. A Rolling Vortex. Smashing should probably just stay as removal. They take 2 damage here. Woo! I'm Chip. I'll be your pilot this afternoon. They are so screwed. We need that black source off the top so we can use our awakening. I believe. They're so upset with that goblin. They need to destroy it with one of their own removals, right? Like a Bloodchief's Thirst on their own. A big old gaddy gad. And they're keeping the 1 open because they do want to draw that Bloodchief's Thirst. Atta boy. See if they get it. They do draw 3. They've already cast 1 of them. Nope. We get a little bit of chip damage here too, but that's okay. They're basically fully tapped. Let's kill Gadwig. That's fine. Is what it is. They're down to 7. We can keep removal and hopefully pull out black source. We're gonna be okay. Big old body would be nice too. Okay, there they go. Good on them. That was top deck for them, I'm assuming. Or unless they drew it, they only had 1 black mana, so it might not. Could have made a Gadwick draw. Down to 10, that sucks. We need to pull something together here. Surprised they didn't cycle that. So we have 3s. That's all we have. We don't have... Oh no, we've got a 2. Now this is weird. Obviously we have to take the 2-drop of the Skyclave. But as far as 3-drops, do we try to survive? Right? Do we go in with our Scavenger, or do we just keep pressing with a Robber? I think we just press with a Robber. Hopefully there's no counterspell. We can only assume that there is. You dog. It's good. It's good. We had the play, but, you know, sometimes it doesn't work out. Okay. That's a good play too. They're gonna come back here. We're gonna make a an unexpected landing here. We do have a slight emergency. Autopay doesn't matter. Oh, I can't block. Cool. Oops. Oops. Keeping 7 here. I mean, probably play the smashing early. Oh, no, we don't even need to. Let's fake a shock. Plenty of removal. Cycling? It's been a little bit. The Lures of the Dream Den, that just demands your attention. They're going for it. Interesting. We're gonna have to make a move. That is for certain. I need them to do some damage to us before we get our chips going. Unless we just pay life for this, which might be our best bet. I can't believe they cycled the Fox. They won't be paying life for anything. They're using passages, so not super free to play, I guess. Healer, I don't care about. Bertha Maltese, I don't care about. That's fun. Before the wall gets out, let's get a relic in there. And that's nice, right? They're going for it. Skyclaves are really nice, or the Scavenger, sorry, but it's gonna make the Skyclave useless. But they're gaining so much life anyways. And it has to deal combat damage, yeah. Which it won't do. But we do get chip damage here, still. I mean, a single goblin construct over there. And they're still getting plenty of life due to the healer, Maltese. Their graveyard is getting up there as well too, right? So we want to be gaining lots of life with the Scavenger. Or they're going to have to use their first flare on the Scavenger. Look at them go, right? Oh! Sploosh! We have, what, 6 land? I'm so blind. Cast this for 4. We really only need to cast it for 3, I guess. It'll block the construct. Oh, really? It took Skyclave or the robber damage. Sorry. That's great. That's so good. They still took 3 damage, but now instead of just 3 damage, they're taking 4, 5, 6, 7 as long as it survives, right? There's the flare on the Scavenger. We knew that was going to happen. Robber gets in again. So good. This is 6 damage. Plus 2 for 8 total. How much is the kicker here? 4, 5, 6, 7 total. We probably want to kick this at some point. That's so good. We can top deck removal. That'll be nice. Take care of Luris right away. The healer. They're doing a great job with this cycling deck. If you guys are free to play, this is exactly how you do it. They've determined that we're an aggro deck, so they're like, I'm gonna gain so much life. I don't want to lose Relic Robber, but I feel like it will never get another chance to attack. And then it's in the grave for the... Well, we've got the... We already have a nice 3-drop. I will keep the Robber to defend against Dolores. If we're sacrificing it, we should be in control of it. Right? I don't want to lose it to the healer that just gets replayed again. It's crazy that they're able to outpace 3 of these constructs. That's so extra. They're down to 28 cards. There's no way they're not sitting on multiple flares. Yeah. Oh man, we're down to 9. This helps so little. It just kills us here. Sploosh. This would have been nice a turn earlier. Right? One turn earlier, we could have shut down the flare, life gain, and then this match would have been much more relevant. Yep. I don't even want to play this. There's got to be another flare right in their hand. I do have this available as a video as well if you're interested. Yeah, woohoo, second flare, baby. We're having tough luck. These skies are choppy, man. This looks like a great hand. We can keep it. Looking for a double red and then our third swamp. Oh no. Gross. More mill. We're not using Kroxa or anything, so the mill is pretty gross. You could easily fine-tune it to just play against this deck, which I guess almost all decks need to be right now. I underestimate how frequently you run into it. We need our crab killer off the top. That's not it. I don't think they'll be blocking this at any point, so we'll get after it. We can get some chip damage going and then get to our Scourge. Things will be... Oh, there goes the Scourge. They got one of our Awakenings already. And they're so concerned with what we're playing, right? Just like, now that I've milled you, let me see what deck you're playing. Like, privacy, bro. Get out of here. Stand over my shoulder, let me show you. I don't know. Yep. You can deal with that, man. Hashtag death touch. And I will sacrifice this. I don't care. Get this robber out of here. It's infinitely better as the draw than the trade here because our shade just comes back. That robber is gone. These crabs are annoying me. They need to be addressed. Just makes me mad. Oh, we lose a Bloodchief's Thirst. Don't get mad. Get even. That's 2 of them. And into the story. Lame. Let's just kill him. I love the Scourge. You know, we're playing him in conjunction with the Scavenger, which may seem counterintuitive, but this holds such high removal rate that it just immediately gets dealt with. And as long as we can outstack the Rolling Vortex, it doesn't really matter. They get more of our removal. There's additional shades in there now. So that's one nice thing, is we'll be able to play those from the grave. Ugh, so gross. Down to 19. I think they'll just mill us, to be honest. I want to Bonecrusher Giant for lethal. They're debating countering it. They do. Down to 10. End our turn. Down to 9. At least they're on a timer as well, right? Guilty is Enforcer. It's even more mill. That's just what they needed. Nice. That's game. They withheld those rogues for so long. How did they have the patience to do that? That's definitely game. We're down to 12 already. They're tapped. I want to take out this Thieves Guild Enforcer right away. Just because whenever the rogues attack, and then they're going to be inclined to block with the Enforcer. Or the Wind Robber, whatever. Probably the Robber. Yep. Down to 11. They pull lands. That's game. Fabled Passage is good game. Thief is just a mill 2. They're gonna get us. A third crab, are you serious? And then a land, I bet. There's so many blockers just a sec, right? Please trade. Down to 4. They pull a land, we lose. Are you serious? Sploosh. Now we can't attack. We gain 7 life. Oh my god, we need removal off the top. We have so few cards. We don't even have any removal in the deck anymore, so that's a thing. I wish there's removal in hand to kill that Scavenger. close. So close. That's depressing. Isn't it? Oh no, we can make it so they can't gain life. That's lethal. Cancel. Save this. Yep, that's good. That's fine. Can't gain life. Just a trade. Let's go, Scourges. Take us home, baby. We need them not to top deck a land. That turn. They're down to 3. Whiff. Whiff. Into the Story is bad for us too. Another Scavenger, man. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. No way. We're at 5. They attack. We pull removal to kill a crab. Which there is none. We talked about that. Wait, a Bloodchief's Thirst? I thought there was none. Sploosh. That's what we needed. We still have lethal. We just need that not to be a counter. We have 6 land. But what if they countered it? There has to be a counterspell here. Let's just start basic and then we'll go more complex from there if we have to. Because I don't want to do a big awakening and then not have it trigger. And it appears that this is good. Woo! We're about to land safely. Local temperature is -3. Keep the non-gain life available. Can they bounce this? No way. Good game, indeed. Oh! They get us. That petty theft on our Vortex. We should have went with our Awakening. What a match. I'm not even mad. Woof! Alright, you guys. I guess I'm a terrible pilot. Do not fly on Chip Airways. I'm telling you what, we will crash and burn. I think we could upgrade the deck a little bit, like we talked about in the intro with the hazard and the mauling. You know, maybe spicing a couple Kroxas in there. It's really quite difficult though. And again, at a certain point we are just having fun. We're not trying to make the next best deck, as you'll just end up making the 10 decks over and over again, and we make 365 decks a day, and myself sometimes you know, 600 plus I'm doing in a year. So I just like to have fun, you know what I mean? This is it. This is great. A new synergy that we've been playing with, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to support, you can download the Assistant, which I use and everybody should use. I actually get 80 cents per download from that, so check it out. The deck videos, deck write-ups, metagame overview analysis. This is just a must-have for any Magic the Gathering arena player. You know, we have the 500,000 gem giveaway going on, so don't miss out on that. Join the Discord. Free cash prize tournaments every single month at my dime to your pocket, right? So huge shout out to Oddfall for running those within the community as well. And if you're ever looking to join a community and start slaving away for me, I got some positions available. Right? So again, thanks for your time and attention. I hope you guys have been enjoying the new wardrobes recently. I wouldn't mind dressing up every little bit. I like stuff. CGB had a yellow jacket the other day that I caught on stream. Oh, straight jelly. Yellow leather jacket. Woof! I love it. That guy truly is an inspiration. Thank you so much for blazing the trail for the rest of us scrubs, right? With that all being said, you know, like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend, hit that bell icon for the 15th fucking time, and we'll see you soon with another video, guys. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.